Thomas and his friends meet James Bond Jr. and his team. Also, they find Diesel 10 and Diesel are teaming up with Jaws and Scumlord. So they team up as well to find as find Tracy Milbanks is the key to the future thanks to Lady. Thomas and friends James Bond Jr. x James Tracy moment at the end.
That's my OTP from now on.
Thomas and friends team up with James Bond Jr. Crossover Thomas and friends and James Bond Jr. It was a busy time at the docks, and all the engines were working hard, pushing and pulling trucks about when the Fat Controller arrived to see a ship come. "Hello, Bradford," he said.
Hello, Sir Topham.
Said a man.
Who are these people, sir?
Asked Percy. "This is Bradford Milbanks, head of Warfield Academy, and his 5 students," asked the Fat Controller.
Fanagot, Phoebe, Fanagot.
"Boythud, Horace Boythud."
Leader, Gordo, leader. Milbanks, Tracy Milbanks. Bond. James. Bond. James Bond. Junior. Wow. James Bond's nephew.
Puffed Percy. "A real honorer, James Bond Jr., smiled Thomas.
Likewise, Thomas.
Replied James Bond Jr. "How did you know?" asked Thomas.
Simple. I've seen you on the news, Thomas.
Replied James Bond Jr. Henry, Percy, Thomas, Duck, Oliver, Rosie, Molly, Mavis, Edward, with James and Paxton puffed and oiled around to see James Bond Jr. and his friends. Come on,
you 5. To the hotel.
Instructed Mr. Milbanks. James Bond Jr., Tracy, IQ, Gordo, and Phoebe groaned. "Don't worry, the sooner you got your stuff into the hotel, the sooner you will see us again. We are everywhere," explained Duck. That made the 5 teenagers becoming adults smile. Soon, James Bond Jr. and his friends saw that Thomas and his friends all over the island when they saw someone.
It's Scumlord!
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 "And he's talking to Diesel 10, puffed Edward.
And there's Jaws,
said Phoebe. "Want to team up?" asked Oliver.
More the merrier,
smiled Gordo. Then Diesel 10 saw them. "Diesel, take care of them," he ordered.
Right, boss.
Oiled Diesel. Watching above all of them was Lady. "I sense a powerful being out of those teens becoming adults," she puffed.
I feel we're being watched.
Puffed Whiff.
Me too,
said IQ. "It's only Lady," puffed Thomas. "Jaws, destroy these pets all at once and for all," ordered Scumlord.
Right, Scumlord,
replied Jaws. Then he attacked them, missing all of them. "Could Lady help us stop Diesel 10, Scumlord, Jaws, and Diesel?" asked Henry. "She could," puffed Thomas, "but Diesel 10 wants to destroy her."
Maybe she can protect our friends,
suggested Rosie. "That could work," puffed Thomas. "All good guys, there is something you should know," puffed Lady. "Tracy Milbanks is the key to the future." Tracy gasped.
How can I be that?
She asked. "Don't worry, Tracy. We can talk
Wait,
this
that's
out."
me. Don't worry, Tracy. We can talk this out after we stop Scumlord and Diesel 10.
Suggested James Bond Jr. "An excellent plan," puffed James, who is not James Bond Jr., but is James.
Wait, is James talking to himself there?
No, James is actually a different guy.
Oh.
Is Tracy supposed to be glowing? Asked Mavis. Yes, she is, puffed the lady. That is how she is the key to the future. She
Get
will
off
light the
James!
way!
It's over!
Yelled Jaws, trying to kill James Bond Jr.
Leave him alone!
Yelled Tracy, and brown energy went into James, who then punched Jaws without breaking his hand.
Ow!
Screamed Jaws. If you want something done right, yelled Scumlord as he battled all of them.
Diesel, deal with the
No, wait,
others
that's
while
it.
I deal with Lady.
Diesel, deal with the others while I deal with Lady. Oiled Diesel 10.
Got it! I have no idea how he's supposed to sound.
Oiled Diesel. Careful. Oh no.
Careful, dudes! We are near the edge of a cliff!
Thomas stopped, but Diesel didn't, and they both fell off the cliff.
Thomas!
Cried Percy.
Oh no!
Cried Rosie. Then Tracy used her new powers to help get Thomas and Diesel back on the cliff. Thank God, thanks, Tracy. Tracy took 3 deep breaths and winked. I will get you! Yelled Scumlord, and he was about to punch James Bond Jr., but he kicked him in the face.
You're under arrest, Scumlord.
Said James as IQ handed him some IQ cuffs to cuff IQ Scumlord. A great team-up, smiled Lady.
We should do it again.
Smiled Tracy.
And we will.
Smiled James Bond Jr. as he hugged Tracy, and then they kissed. They deserve it, smiled Thomas as he stood near Rosie, Percy, Lady Duck, and Whiff, and every single other character that was mentioned earlier. The end.